at Atlantic TV. This is the news in 60. I'm Aisha Benadian. First, the headlines. Court sentences Mama Boko Haram to others to prison over 71.4 million naira fraud. Nigerian Army finds one of its kidnapped Chibok girls in 2014 with a child. Muslim tickets will plunge Nigeria into irredeemable crisis, ECWA warns. Coming up on business news, we have World Bank raises its forecast for Nigerian public debt to 36%. And on sport news, we have Liverpool signs that we know is from Benfica. And on entertainment news, we have Thames Cancer International show due to focal illness. Coming up on African news, we have Rwanda Islam government plans new flight after cancellation. Maiduguri Zonal Command and Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has secured the conviction and sentencing of Aisha Alkali Wakil, aka Mama Boko Haram, alongside with one Prince Lawal Shoyode and Tahiru Saidu Daura before the Justice Aisha Kumaliya of the Borno State High Court, Maiduguri. The Commission spokesman Uwujaren made this known in a statement on Tuesday night. He said the defendants were sentenced to 5 years imprisonment on Tuesday without the option of fine. Troops of the 26th Task Force Brigade on Tuesday found one Mrs. Mary Nogoshe, who, according to the Nigerian Army, is believed to be one of the kidnapped girls from Government Girls Secondary School Chibok in 2014. Ngoshe was found with a child believed to be hers, was intercepted by the troops while on patrol around Ngoshe in Borno State. This is contained in a tweet posted by the Nigerian Army on their verified Twitter page on Wednesday morning. The evangelical church winning all ECWA has won that ahead of 2023 presidential election, a Christian ticket or a Muslim ticket is capable of plunging Nigeria into deep and irredeemable crisis. The church also said the nation's corporate existence is found on the principles of justice, fairness, and equity, and the need to adhere to status quo. Coming up on business news, we have the World Bank yesterday raised its forecast for Nigerians' public debt to 6% of gross domestic product (GDP) in 2022, citing worsened revenue collection at the federation level, which is increasing budgetary pressures and pushing many states into precarious fiscal positions. The new forecast is 3.7 percentage points higher than the 32.3% earlier projected by the bank in November last year. The World Bank gave the new forecast in June 2022 edition of its Nigerian Development Update (NDU). Coming up on sport news, we have Liverpool has secured the signing of Uruguayan striker Darwin Nunes from Benfica on Tuesday for a fee of €85 million. The Champions League finalists have splashed an initial €25 million on 22 years old, with an extra €25 million in performance-related add-ons, according to the figures released by Benfica. Coming up on entertainment news, we have Nigerian singer and songwriter Timilade Openi, professionally known as Tems, has cancelled 2 international shows after being diagnosed with vocal cord illness called reflux laryngitis. Reflux laryngitis is an irritation in the back of the throat due to acid or other chemicals that come up from the stomach. This usually happens at night when you are asleep. Coming up on African news, we have preparations that are on the way for the next flight to take asylum seekers from the UK to Rwanda. The government has said the first flight was cancelled minutes before takeoff on Tuesday evening. A late intervention from the European Court of Human Rights led to fresh challenge in the UK courts. Work and Pension Secretary Theresa Coffey said the government was surprised and disappointed with the ruling, but lawyers in the Home Office are already working on the next steps. And that's how we'll wrap up the news right here on Atlantic TV. Do follow us on our social media platforms scrolling down your screen. Do have a lovely day ahead.